Oh, hey YouTube. Schedule 1 is here, and I am here to give you a few tips and tricks so that you can get off on the right foot and grow your empire so fast it would make Scarface jealous. First off, after the tutorial, you're going to wake up in your RV. Before you do anything, here's the lowdown. Wait for the plants that are currently growing to yield their bounty of
delicious smokable nuts.
You'll need to grab the watering can and give them some more high-quality H2O before you do, however. But then, when you finally watch them grow to their full potential, grab the clippers and harvest those bad boys. The reason for doing this is twofold. First, you are now going to be starting with product that you can sell to the teeming masses of stoners in this town. Second, you're going to now jack all of the precious growing and packing equipment that you see strewn about this RV. You're going to want these lamps, you're going to want the pots, you're going to want the rigging that you put the lights on, you're going to want the shelving, and you're finally going to want the packing stand. You're going to be running out of room, so go ahead and chuck the clippers that you use to harvest those plants. Not really a big deal. Those are pretty cheap and easy to replace, and now that you're starting out ahead of the game, you can just buy the electric ones that are way better when you finally get to the hardware store anyway. Trust me, you are going to want to take all of these steps right before you get out of your RV and answer the phone call that you have incoming. Getting your hands on this equipment is going to put you way more than a few steps ahead in growing your status as a kingpin of drugs, and it's only going to pay dividends as you get started. So, get to your hotel room and get earning, baby. Oh, and if you overlooked it like I did, you can find the discard spot in the lower right-hand corner of the user interface when you have your phone up, pointing right here. Next up, and a very minor one, and one that I didn't know because the tutorial in this game isn't really that well thought out, shift clicking for easy inventory management and moving things around.
Smoke weed every day.
Since the tutorial is so bare bones and doesn't explain a lot of stuff, this one's going to be a huge time saver and the one that you'll be employing the entire time you're wheeling and dealing your way to millions. When you are on the inventory screen, move stacks from one place to another just by holding your left shift and left clicking. No fuss, no muss, and no having to drag from one place to another. Third, I hear you guys like a lot of free shit. Well, at some point, you're going to want to protect yourself in this game, and I have very little doubt at some point you're going to get caught by the 5-0, and you might want to take the fight to them as they try and chase you around town. Now, here's how you immediately level that playing field and get an advantage. Sometime after you've gotten your motel room and have set up all the other free fitty items you took out of the RV, take your happy ass right on down to the basketball court just north of the motel. Right inside the fence to the right, you'll see a very lonely, very underused baseball bat that would absolutely make Lucille jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't even matter if someone's looking. Grab that bad boy and make it yours. So whether it's the cops chasing you or an unruly customer that needs to be put in line because they might have been back talking, or maybe they didn't want to take the deal that you decided to spring on them, you have an implement of authority that will be respected. Right now in the video, this is probably where you should start liking and subscribing. Maybe, leave a comment down below, like asking a question, coming up with your own tip, letting everybody know how else you can get a leg up in this game. We're all drug dealers together, baby, and we're all trying to make that buck, so make sure you're not holding back, all right? All right, next up, you got some product. You started growing your existing customer base with a free hit, and you're ready to make that green and continue financing your empire. Here's what you want to do when you're scheduling your deals. Schedule all of your deals after 12 a.m.
Okay.
Avoiding the police in this game is pretty damn easy unless you're playing super fast and loose. And maybe if you decided to use that baseball bat we just picked up over at the basketball cart, you've decided to knock them all out of commission. Either way, the post-curfew bonus you get for making deals is totally worth it. Why settle for the base amount when you can get extra money this way? Now, it is true that you can make extra money by getting to meets early if you decide to make your deals before the witching hour, but it's way harder to pull off, and with it being this easy to get extra cash just by completing all your deals after midnight, it is absolutely the better option. Bonus fact about this strat, you're going to be told that the deal is about to expire, but since the clock freezes at 4 a.m., guess what?
It doesn't fucking matter.
All your customers will be there ready to get their poison. Now, as of this recording, April 2nd, in the year of our Lord 2025, this is the case. It's within the realm of reason that this somewhat probably changes as patches come out, but as of right now, utilize the shit out of this because it's awesome. Now, since you are making all of your deals late at night, one of the other bonuses about this is you can utilize your daytime hours to make and package more product or complete any other chores to help you make your next day go smooth. Like cooking more meth, Heisenberg style. Now, since we're talking about drug deals, let's talk about one next big tip when starting. Don't be afraid to negotiate when it comes to deals. Fleece these addicts. Take them for everything. They asking for 2 baggies? Kick them up to 3 and go a few bucks over the fair price that you'll see listed in the negotiating screen. They asking for 4? Punch it up to 5 and increase the price accordingly. Someone wants 5 already? See if they'd be willing to go up to 6. I've found that this will work 90% of the time. So don't get too upset if someone claps back with a "no way." They'll come crawling back soon enough. You're one of the only games in town, and these suckers need their medicine. Let them know that you're the top dog. Now, since we're talking about packaging your product for consumption and the baggies and the jars you're going to need to use, don't be afraid to invest in those jars early. Now, you may have to put 5 nugs in each one of them, but if you're following the last tip and negotiating for more sales to make that sweet dosh, this is only going to work to your advantage. You'll move more product faster and making that much more money. If someone wants 5 and you successfully jack them up to 6 like in the previous tip, then you're set. Here's 1 jar and 1 baggie. Enjoy the friendly skies of the flight you're about to take, baby, because I am one of the best drug dealers you got going in this town. If you run out of product fast, so be it. Early on, you can only produce so much anyway until you get to higher yield grow operations and start automating your production. So get out there, sell it fast, sell it often, and make some money so you can just keep this bad boy going. Now, since we're talking about product, you're going to be encouraged to mix it with things sooner than later. You're going to have your base OG Kush or your green crack and all this other stuff that you can have your hands on, and they're going to want you to start mixing with things like Viagra and cough syrup or, some Listerine. I would say don't worry too much about experimenting early on. Finding and utilizing one cost-effective strain will likely be good enough as you get started. My Dark Punch is pretty cost-effective at 4 bones per unit to a $59 asking price. It's also 100% addictive. I happened upon this one, but if you want to streamline your time more, feel free to check out the mixing website that they have on right now, and I'm having linked below so that you can figure out what you might want to do. Just go ahead and take out some of the guesswork and figure out what in the hell you're going to do from here. It's really not going to be that hard. Last tip of this video, open up your dealers as fast as you can. Yeah! These folks are going to help you make some serious money that much faster. When you do have them in your employ, just stock them up with jars. It increases how much product that they have on their person, and you won't have to restock them nearly as often. Utilize your fellow scum so that becoming the drug lord you deserve to be is realized. That's it, y'all. Good luck building your empire. Now, if you haven't already, give me those likes, give me those comments, give me those subs. Also, a big thanks to all of my channel members and my Patreons. I couldn't be here being the drug lord that I am without you. So thank you very much for all of your love and support. That's it from the old man. Good luck with Schedule 1. I'll see you on the next one, fam.